Walkaround family, welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2025 Acura TLX A-Spec in urban gray pearl with the ebony interior. For 2025, the model lineup has been kind of changed up a little bit from Acura. So now below this you have the technology package, which is the new base model. This A-Spec package is now right in the middle, and this only comes with super handling all-wheel drive. No longer you have a front-wheel drive option. Also, the technology package only comes in front-wheel drive. And above this, you have the Type S model. There used to be an Advanced that's above the A-Spec. The Advanced is now a Type S only. They kind of combine those packages together. Starting off with the urban gray pearl, very popular color. MDX got it, TLX got it as well too. You can see that kind of like a goldish. Let's start off with the headlamps, and these are the Acura signature dual LED headlamps. So you have LED high beam, low beam. You do have the chicane daytime running light, that is also LED, and your turn signal is also LED, and you do get LED fog lights on. Start on the A-Spec model. I believe the technology package, you don't get fog lights. Sensors are built in on the lower portion of the bumper. Over here, you have like a gloss black, flat black kind of mixture with some body colored. On the grille itself, gloss black. You have your Acura emblem up front, and it's not as big as the MDX, but it does house your radar for your Acura watch safety features. The lower portion will be flat black, and this lower portion at the bottom will be gloss black as well. More sensors. Intercooled on the lower portion because every TLX is a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder. Once you get to the Type S, that'll be a 3-liter turbocharged V6. The TLX comes standard with 19s, and these are a sharp gray finish rims, black wheel lug nuts, and the tires are a 255 with a 40 tire wall on the fender. You do have A-Spec because I have a Sport TLX and you don't. The technology package won't have any badging on the fender. On the side mirrors, it is gloss black up above, body color down below, LED turn signals integrated into the side mirrors. No cameras down below. That's actually a puddle light there. It's not a camera. If you get a TLX Type S, then you're able to get the sound review camera system where you have cameras going around the whole vehicle. On the technology and A-Spec, you just have your rear camera. Technically, you have a front camera, but that's mostly for your safety feature. That's not to view out of right up there. Coming along to the side profile of the TLX A-Spec, unlike the technology package, the A-Spec will black out all the chrome that the technology has. So around the windows, it's flat black. The pillars are gloss black. Like I said, the mirrors, you have the half black, half body colored. The door handles are body colored as well. But it just give you a more sportier theme on this guy versus the technology, especially if you like all the blackout accents. You do have a capless fuel filler, so I left this thing open. But if this is closed, it will lock when the car is locked. It's capless. Technically, the cap is right here. You have to twist anything off, and you push to open this. There's no lever inside to pop it open. You just walk up to it, push it. But once you lock your TLX, no one can just walk up and open up your door cap. Taking a look at the rear of the TLX A-Spec. Now, this is a big difference from the tech package. You do have a shark fin style antenna up above that is body colored, so you can see that urban gray. This one do have tint on it, so it's a little bit more darker than usual, but you do have your third brake light up there. It is LED as well. A-Spec give you this gloss black spoiler. The technology package doesn't give you. And you do have some chrome going on back here that you can black out through your dealership. So TLX, the Acura emblem, your A-Spec badging down here, and super handling all-wheel drive all can be blacked out throughout your dealership. One of my favorite accessories to the A-Spec, because it just goes along with the theme. I feel like it should have been blacked out from factory, but to be honest, maybe not everybody wanted the black. Tail lights, full LED, so LED brake lights, turn signals, and reverse lights, and your license plate lights down below are also LED. You do have sensors in the rear bumper. You have gloss black on the lower portion of the bumper where the license plate frame is, and dual exhaust tips, and they're oval. So the technology package give you more of a rectangular shape. The A-Spec give you the dual oval, and if you get the Type S, you get the quad oval. So you get two tips, circles on both sides, which the urban gray just looks so beautiful. The sun is setting right now. That's why you actually see my shadow over there. But the urban gray is just a very unique color on the TLX. I feel like this color is perfect on the TLX. You also have your reflectors on the lower portion of the rear bumpers. Let's take a look at the key for your TLX A-Spec. Remote engine start is standard on the key fob. I think Acura actually recently just made that standard on the A-Spec. You have lock, you have unlock, you can pop the trunk, you have panic, you have a button to take out the emergency key, And on the back, you have number 1. The second key will have number 2 because you have memory seats per key. And you do have your Acura emblem back here. You have your Acura spelled out there, and that's pretty much it. You can see this is a fingerprint magnet, but still a good looking key. So because you have a smart key, you do have smart entry on all 4 door handles. So for example, if you put your hand in the door handle, it'll unlock, and it'll only unlock the driver door if you put your hand in the driver door first. But these back door handles, if you can lock it from back here, and you can unlock it, and it'll unlock all the doors. So let's go ahead and get into the interior. So this is the Ebony interior. I believe in the A-Spec you can get Ebony or red, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's only 2 options. We will double check that when we look at the brochure. But come along on the door card here. I'm gonna try to protect you guys from the sun. We got soft touch up here. Not too soft, but it's soft. This is soft touch too. You have soft touch here. It's much softer here than up here. It's double stitched in red, which is nice. Where you rest your elbow, it's soft. It's super cold right now. I can't even feel my fingers right now. But you have auto up down for all 4 windows, power locks, power mirrors, no folding mirrors on the A-Spec. I like the design they use on the door handle. Nothing too crazy. This Y pattern right here is always unique to the A-Specs. I've noticed you do have your ambient lighting here, up here. Memory seats, 2 position, only on the driver's door. Going up to the A-Spec, you do get an ELS Studio 3 sound system. This is a 17 speaker system, so more speakers than the technology package. And you do have a button right here to pop open the trunk, storage down here, bottle holder there, speaker down here as well. Before you jump in here, you do have your A-Spec plaque door sill. How about I say plaque? I guess it is a plaque. Door sill plaque, whatever you want to call it. And you do have your unique A-Spec seats. So unlike the technology package, this has the Milano leather with the suede in the middle, and it's perforated in the middle, and it's perforated on the leather with the red stitching. A-Spec will give you a 12-way power seat on the driver's side. So you have a 4-way lumbar, forward and back for the back of the seat. You have forward and back for the seat, up and down, and you can tilt this portion right here up and down. On the passenger side, you also have a 12-way power adjustment. So 4-way lumbar, forward and back for the back of the seat. You have forward and back for the seat itself, and you can tilt this portion right here up and down. Let's finally get into the interior of the TLX A-Spec. Zoom out a little bit for you guys. Let's close the door. Welcome to your TLX. You do have a push button, so I'm gonna put my foot on the brakes and push the start button right there, and it whirls to life. So the 2-liter 4-cylinder is the only engine option on the A-Spec. There's no hybrid available, but the A-Spec can get a unique sports steering wheel, flat bottom. It's perforated where you grip your hands as well, which is nice. If you're familiar with the RDX, then you're gonna be very familiar with this guy as well, through the MDX as well too. So most of the steering wheel in the Acuras are very similar. But let's start off with the left side over here. So you do have an air vent here, and you can open and close that guy. You do have parking sensors on and off. Let's turn that guy on. Traction control on and off. This is a shortcut to your safety features. So when you push that, it'll show up your safety features right here on the display there, but we'll get to that in a second. You do have your interior dimmer switch there, and you have electronic parking brake down below. You do get stainless steel sport pedals, and gas, brake, and the dead pedal is a stainless steel, so that's a nice touch. The steering wheel is a manual adjustment, so pull that guy down, and then you can go in and out or up and down and kind of sub the steering wheel to how you want it. Now the steering wheel itself has some controls. I'm actually going to move back a little bit so you guys can see almost everything. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have your power for your audio, volume up and down, next track, previous. The scroll wheel also will go through different settings on the left pod over there. You have voice command, back key, and a menu key. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have more of your cruise features and your Acura watch features. So you have cruise on and off, resume set for the cruise control. You have the scroll wheel to go through the options up here. You have left and right to kind of select or go back on the options up there. And you do have your lane keep and assist on and off. Your adaptive cruise control, so it's the distance from the cars in front of you, and cancel for the whole system. Now behind the steering wheel, you do have your light switch here, and you have off, auto, low and high. This is parking and on. You know what I'm talking about. And this is your fog light switch here. And on the right side, you have your wipers. You have off, intermediate, low, and high. Actually, that's what I got confused on. Now behind the steering wheel itself, you do get power shifters. You have a plus and you have a minus because the TLX do come standard with a 10-speed automatic transmission. So my safety features are showing up there because I hit the shortcut. Let's go ahead and turn that guy off and start off with the left side. So the left side is going to be more of your sources. So you hit menu first, and then you can view phone, Bluetooth audio, Alexa. So Alexa is built in on the A-Spec. Apple CarPlay, Sirius XM, Android Auto, USB audio, AM radio, FM radio, customized apps. And customized, you can kind of remove any apps off the list that you don't want on that list. And that's pretty much on the left side. You have your tachometer there, what mode are you in, what driving mode you're in, and parking, and how many miles on your odometer as well. So I just sold the car, by the way, so I don't know, my brain is just, I don't even know, my brain's not working right now. But on the right side here, you can use the scroll wheel. Here you're going to view a lot more information. So you do have a speedometer right there in the middle, picture of your Acura, hit the brakes, it shows your brakes is on. Cool little feature. But we have the trip computer here. If we scroll down, we have navigation. It will show a compass if you don't have a destination in there, or life. You have your tire pressure between all tires. You have super handling all-wheel drive standard, and you can see the torque between all of the four wheels. You have a G meter. You have a driver attention level, so if you're not fully awake to drive, you start drifting off, it'll fill up the boxes and recommend you to pull over and take a break. Who have their seatbelts on, nothing. You can have blank, that views nothing. Your safety features, if you go into here, you have road departure on and off. I think from factory that's off. I don't know. Most of these cars I get into, this is off. You have blind spot information system on and off. Speaking of the blind spot, it's on the inside and it's not on the mirror itself. So you see the little box right there, that's your blind spot. So if you're looking at the mirrors from the outside, don't assume the TLX don't have it. It's on the inside. Acura has that on some of their vehicles. Honda has that as well. You have a collision mitigation braking system on and off, and that's pretty much it. With gauge settings, you can change speed, distance, units, so you can switch from miles per hour to kilometers. You go to Mexico or Canada or something like that. You have gauge layout display, so you either have advanced or crafted. Crafted is going to be the traditional, oval circles that you're used to in a vehicle. Advanced is going to be the more fancy looking one. I always click speed for some reason. Advanced would be the fancy looking one where your speedometer is on the side, tachometer is on the side, so on, and back to trip computer. So yeah, and down below you have your range for your tank on your fuel, gas gauge, and do you have all your safety features on and off. Very easy layout. This is full digital as well. I think it's a 10-inch digital display here. And to your infotainment display, this is a 12.3-inch display. So it's much wider now on the TLX. I believe it was a 10-inch previously? I don't even remember, but Acura has made this display wider. It's not touchscreen like the MDX. You have to use a true touchpad to actually use the display. A lot of people hate this. They don't use it or don't like it, but I have it in my RDX. I'm fine with it. It works, especially if you kind of, figure out how it works. So up top, you do have navigation, you have phone, you have Sirius XM, FM radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. They're both wireless, by the way. Smart shortcuts and system updates. If you swipe to the next page, and I swipe by literally swiping, you have Bluetooth audio, USB audio, AM, Alexa built in, AT&T hotspot, and ambient lighting. And with ambient lighting, you do have different light themes you can choose, and you don't have to go through the settings through the menu to find this. Now it's easier to access. It's its own app. If we go to ambient light theme, kind of choose that guy. Right now the ambient lighting is set to dynamic mode. So based on the drive mode you're in, you use this guy, it'll automatically adjust your ambient lighting to that mode. So blue, well, comfort is blue, I'm jumping the gun. Normal is white, and sport is red. So if you don't want to use it on the dynamic mode that you're in, below sport, you have plenty of different options. You have Autodromo, Suzuka, you have Gran Primo, and you probably noticed that the colors, there's two colors. There's a yellow and a blue on Pacific Coast. The color up top will be pretty much your dash, your ambient lighting on your door, and the lower color below will be like your footwell, pretty much. And I believe maybe the light for the pockets, or it might be just the footwell. But there's plenty different options you can choose from for your light display. Like look at all of these. A lot of configurations, a lot of colors you can choose. And yeah, they're based on real places. But I'm gonna leave it on dynamic mode. I don't gotta mess with that guy. On the third page, you have your settings, Acura link, and messages. And let's jump into settings. Actually, I might zoom back in for you guys. It might be easier for you. So here you got systems, connections, display. Here you just make simple changes. But if you go to vehicle, and by the way, you don't have to scroll all the way down. So let's say you want to touch the top or you want to touch the bottom on the pad itself. Actually, I'm going to show you guys. So if you touch the bottom, it's going to highlight the last option. If you touch the top, it's going to highlight the top option. Oh, it went all the way up there. You move your finger around and also cycle. It's like an old school mouse, but the True Touch make it more easier. You don't have to keep scrolling everywhere you go. If you go to door setup, and let's go to, it's probably under keyless access. Every car is different. Not every car, but most cars are different. So if you go to keyless and go down to the bottom, you have walkway auto lock on and off. It is off by default. You can go ahead and turn it on. So if you walk away from your TLX, it'll automatically lock the door once you walk away if you don't lock the doors. So let's go back to home. Now on the right side over here, you do have a helper screen. It shows now playing. If you're swiping up and down on this one right here, it'll go between, maps, what music you're listening to, what time it is, back to maps as well. So you have 3 options that you can view. And I believe now Apple CarPlay will take up the whole display as well. I think it always did when they upgraded the screen, make this wider, 12.3. Apple CarPlay or Android Auto will take up the whole display. I'll show you guys what the built-in navigation look like. Even though you might not even use this, you're probably going to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. But that's how the traditional map will look. Down below your infotainment display, you have your hazard button there, soft touch on the dash, and red stitch. So a little bit more premium touches there. The air vents kind of face you, which is nice. I face the passenger. And your climate control are physical buttons. So just in case you want a traditional interior, you don't want a big screen and everything's on the screen, you're gonna like the TLX because you just have buttons there. It's easy to use. You have the driver's temperature, you have the passenger's temperature, you have your fan speed, you have auto climate control that is GPS linked, you have sync over here, so you can control both sides if you have this off, on and off for the whole system. You have mode, AC on and off, you have fan speed, air circulation, front defrost, rear defrost, and heated side mirrors. And below that, you do have ventilated front seats and heated seats. I'm actually gonna turn this off. A little warm. You have auto, so based on your temperature, it'll turn on the heated seats or the ventilated seats. You have 3 different levels, so this will suck the moisture off pretty much off your bottom and your back, and this will just heat up your bottom. Same thing on the passenger side. For your dynamic mode, you twist this guy here. You can go between sport, normal, or comfort, and if you push in, it'll be individual, and if you hold it, you can customize your individual mode. So here you can adjust the engine, the steering, the suspension, the ambient lighting, idle stop on and off gauges. So if I hit engine, I can make it comfort, normal, or sport, and then I can make my steering a different setting, or I can make my suspension either stiffer, looser, or more floaty. You can customize your drive in individual. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this guy into normal. We don't gotta do anything else. You do have a push button shifter, so you don't have an actual shifter itself. Park, reverse, neutral, and drive. With reverse, you push it. I'm gonna hold the brakes and actually show you guys. You pull it down. The rest of them you push in, but just in case you're shifting without looking, you know which one you're pushing down. And in reverse, no 360. Like I said, you have to get the Type S to get that. But you do have Acura's multi-link backup camera. So you have wide angle, you have normal, you have top down, cross traffic. And with cross traffic, if someone's coming from this way or that way, it'll alert you, let you know which way that car is coming from. And the brightness, and on the right side, in the helper screen, you do have your radar around your TLX. We're back into park. You do have S next to drive. So if you hit drive and hit it again, it'll put the transmission into an S mode, kind of like a sport mode where it'll shift more aggressively, hold higher RPMs. So if you paired the transmission mode with your drive mode, both in sport, you have like the ultimate experience in your TLX A-Spec. Who cares about gas mileage at that point? Comfort is actually going to give you the best gas mileage. Back to the True Touch touchpad. So you saw me using it for the main display, for the side screen. This is a shortcut for the side screen, so you can choose which one you want to choose. And you have your home key that's going to bring you back to your home to all your apps, and your back key just in case you want to go back. Really easy to use. And it's True Touch. So if I want to hit navigation top left, I hit the top left, it highlights navigation. If I want to hit system updates, I hit the top right, it highlights as well too. And then, like I said, you can move your fingers around. Volume knob right next to that. Next track, previous. Below that, you do have a wrist pad. It's soft, so rest your wrist and do your inputs. You do have your wireless phone charging pad here, which is a nice place to have it. A decent sized cup holders, and you do have your armrest here. It don't move, but it's very soft, red stitched. And if I open this guy up, you do have some storage in here. So you have your USB-C in there, and a USB-A, and a power outlet, and a coin holder thing, and a plastic mat or rubber mat at the bottom. Real simple layout. So you have one USB-C, one USB-A, power outlet. I always miss this on the TLXs and the MDXs, but you do have a power outlet over here somewhere. There we go, right here. So it's for the passenger. They can plug in over there as well. On your glove box here, it is lockable, and the handle itself, just regular plastic. If you open it, it is damp, so it'll open slowly. It is a bin style, so it's not lined with felt though. You can lock your trunk from that button there. Close that guy off. More soft touch on the passenger side, and the air vent over there. Passenger side will mimic the driver's door as well. So up above your infotainment display, you do have an auto dimming rear view mirror with home link built in, so you can have 3 garages or a gate or however you want to set that up, and this is for the auto dimming on and off. Above that, you do have a assist button, and you still have a link button. I think the MDX no longer have the link button, but with the assist, you can flip this guy open and then push it to talk to emergency. If you hit link, you can talk to someone to learn more about your vehicle, I believe. And I think there's more services you can use the link. I'm not too familiar with that guy yet, though. But you do have LED lighting for your interior. So that's the map light there. There's one over there for the passenger. And you do have your moonroof controls here. So speaking of the moonroof, there's no panoramic moonroof available on the TLX, kind of like the RDX or the MDX. It's just a standard size moonroof on every trim level. You pull that guy back and it'll open all the way, and headliner is black too, by the way, on the A-Spec. If you push it straight up, then it'll ventilate. I'm gonna hurry up and close this because it's cold, so I don't need this open right now, but to show you guys kind of how that works. It's real simple. It's easy. You manually close the shade back, and on the right side you have your light settings, so you can decide if you want the lights to come on when the door come on. Do you just want to turn on all the lights, or you want to turn them all off? You can decide. The driver visor here, you do get a light and a mirror. It's not LED, but you get a light. On the passenger, you also get the same thing. It's not a LED, but you get a mirror with a light. And with the ELS Studio 3D sound system, you do have speakers in the ceiling, which are nice. So you can see right below your, I think these are the ambient speakers, but you have them right there by the driver and passenger. Let's jump out of here and check out the rear passengers, see what their space is like. All right, so this is how wide the rear door is open. It's not full 90, but it's pretty wide. You do have soft touch back here too, which I was assuming is gonna be hard touch, but it's slightly soft, kind of like the front. This is soft as well. This is all soft. And when you get down here to the stitching, it's really soft back here. Actually almost feel like the front. That's actually nice. You got double stitch in red. You have your speaker grill here for the ELS Studio 3D. Same style door handle. Window control here. You have a smaller storage back here, and no door sill down here that says A-Spec. But the rear seats mimics the driver's seat, so it is suede in the middle, and they're perforated, and this part is perforated as well with the red stitching. One thing about the TLX backseat, it is a smaller backseat than most, I'll say, I guess mid-size sedan, but this is really not really a mid-size sedan. This is between like a Acura Integra and a Honda Accord when it comes to size in the back seat. It's like a tweener size car. Not really much cars this size that's available. It's actually interesting how Acura does it. Now I have the seat all the way back. I don't even know if I'm gonna fit back here. Let's see. Okay, so my feet do fit back here, but I ain't going nowhere else. I'm stuck right here. I cannot move my feet at all. This is with the driver's seat all the way back. Now I like that Acura have this plastic piece back here. That way your kids, or you have a car seat back here, they're not kicking your leather. And it's leather all around the seat. It's not leather trimmed. It's not just have leather in the front and that's it. The whole seat is leather. It's really soft. It feels good. I forgot to show you guys the headrest. The headrests go up and down, forward and back as well. And behind the driver, you do have a mat pocket. You do get an air vent back here, and you do get 2 USB-C ports. You don't get any AC controls, or there's no heated seats back here. Actually, I don't think heated seats are available on the TLX. Even if you get the Type S, I'm not sure you have heated back seats on the Type S. I'm going to get one and see. On the passenger side, you also have the plastic with mat pocket as well. But it's nice that you get the same design back here. Easy access to the tethers for the car seat. And this whole flap, I had to put some effort to get that thing open just now. But the tethers is right in there. You can hook your car seat or your booster seat or whatever. Kind of tuck that way back in there. You do get a armrest back here. Actually, let me zoom out for you guys. See a little bit better. You get a cup holder and storage. And this is soft touch too. And the headrest back here do adjust up and down. You do get individual lights back here for each seat back here, except for the middle. Who cares about the middle seat? And you have speakers above your head too, back here too, which is nice. So up front, you have some speakers over there by the handles, and then back here, they're just right here on the roof. So that's nice. Let's jump out of here and take a look at the cargo space. I could barely get my foot, out of here. For the back seat, if you're gonna have rear passengers, probably don't want to have the seat all the way back, because anyone tall. I'm 5'10". Anyone taller than me, they're gonna be in trouble back there with their legs. So to access the trunk, TLX actually hide the button in the taillight on the right side, which is nice. Pops open all the way, and I like how it goes into this piece right here. It won't crush your luggage when you close it, so that's nice. Have its own compartment. You do get carpet mats standard from Acura. You can get the rubber ones through your dealership. Front license plate bracket, and you do have some storage under here. So I've lifted this guy up. They give you a flat fix kit and a funnel. Because with the funnel, if you're using a jerry can, you run out of gas, you can't just pour the jerry can in there. You have to put this in there first and then pour the jerry can in your funnel. But there's no spare tire that's standard on this guy. They give the flat fix kit, but if it came with a spare tire, it looked like the space right here would fit one. So I'm sure some people may try to pull this styrofoam out and put a tire down there, but I see some wiring and stuff down there. So Acura I don't think they sell a kit for the TLX from Acura. You can probably go aftermarket, but you may have to look into that guy. Now you can fold down the rear seats 60/40. You just pull this guy and then it'll drop down the seat. Same thing on this side, pull it, drop the seat down. Well, it won't drop the seat down. You have to walk around and actually pull the seat down, but it'll at least unlock the rear seats, and that's pretty much it. Ain't nothing going on back here. You have this guy right here. I'm not sure what this does. This might be the emergency tag you pull to open the gas tank if it's like stuck or, I don't know, frozen or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna pull that and see, because that's not easy to open. I'm not about to break that right now. But right side, not much over there. We're gonna take a look at the brochure and we're gonna see what other combinations are available on your TLX A-Spec. All right, Walkaround family, we made it to the 2025 Acura TLX model lineup, and today we're gonna focus on the TLX with A-Spec package. So the A-Spec will have everything the technology have and add these goodies here. First thing is super handling all-wheel drive is standard on the TLX A-Spec. It's not available on the technology package. Technology package is only available in front-wheel drive. You get the A-Spec appearance package. You get the 19-inch shark gray aluminum alloy wheels, LED fog lights, rear spoiler, A-Spec badge on front fenders, and rear deck lid, heated and ventilated front seats. So you get heated on the technology package, but the A-Spec adds ventilated front seats. You get the sport A-Spec seats with perforated Milano premium leather and Ultrasuede-trimmed interior with contrast stitching and piping. That is a mouthful. Leather wrap, flat bottom sport steering wheel, geometric brush aluminum alloy interior trim, ebony headliner. You get the Acura ELS Studio 3D premium audio system with 17 speakers, red instrument panel illumination, and stainless steel sport pedals. Now let's jump in and build us an A-Spec. So you go to TLX, click on that guy, and then you have three options. And these two are going to be for either Tech, A-Spec, Type S. Pretty simple. I'm excited to get my hands on a Type S so you guys could check one of those out. But we're going to build us an A-Spec in this video. All right, so here is the color combinations you can get on your A-Spec. So we're going to start off with Lunar Silver Metallic, which only comes with Ebony interior. Also, this is the only color that doesn't have a premium charge. If you go to Majestic Black Pearl, you do have the option of Ebony and red interior. Let's see what the red looks like. And the red is not too much. You know, you have the black in the middle, the suede in the middle. Let's see, get a better lighting. One thing I like about Acura's red interior is that it's not too bright red and it's not too burgundy. It's like the perfect blend. If it was up to me, I'd probably get the red interior. You just have to. All right, so let's go back to the exterior colors. So you have Urban Gray Pearl, which we're reviewing right now. It's a $600 charge for Majestic Black Pearl, Urban Gray, and you have the choice between ebony and red. If you go to performance red pearl, premium charge as well, only in ebony interior. Platinum white pearl give you ebony and red, and I lied. I thought that you only had red or ebony as your interior color, but if you get Apex blue, it only comes with orchid, which is interesting. Orchid in person is a very light interior color. Like, you have to see this in person. This looks more beige. I'm telling you, it's a little bit more white in there. It's not like full white, but it's a light interior. So let's go back to urban gray pearl, and we're gonna make sure we have the black or ebony interior. Let's take a look at some accessories you can add to your TLX. So just like the technology package that I recently did, Acura is a one-size-fits-all, and you don't really build these cars. Everything's already in the car already. So the accessories you're adding are gonna be protective things or things to just dress up your TLX. So for an example, you have all-season protection package 1, all-season protection package 2, and this will come with multiple different options, which are nice. You have a film package, you have the regular protection package, and then here are the optional wheels. So you have the shark ray finish here, and then you can get 19 alloys. See how that looks? Yeah, that looks good. But to be honest, the OEM wheels look fine. I would stick with OEM wheels. For valve, stem caps, black accents you can add down here. You can add chrome to your A-Spec. Why you would want to do that, I don't know, personal preference. You do have, ooh, carbon fiber door mirror covers. That's nice. So that's nice. You can add some carbon fiber to your A-Spec. You can also add a carbon fiber spoiler. Let's see, is it like a little bit taller as well? Let me see. Once you put it on there, it is much taller. It's actually almost like the Type S spoiler, which is cool. So I like that you have some real like official sporty accessories. You can black out the emblems, so you can get TLX blacked out, this blacked out. You can black out A-Spec and super handling all off. Like I said in the video, you can get a front underbody spoiler, but I think it's just this corner right here. I don't think it's an actual lip. Yeah, so just like a little corner there. Same thing on the rear. To be honest though, give it like 10 to 20 years from now, these parts are gonna be like highly desirable. Like people are gonna want to find them. They're gonna go up in value. And since a lot of people don't add things like this to their TLX, your TLX might be a little bit more rare if you add like OEM factory spoilers, pretty much. Even the side skirt as well too. They call it a side underbody spoiler. You can add a welcome light, which is nice. Body side molding, car cover. And then here's all your protective things. So all your films, rear bumper applique, which is a film, splash guard set, they're matte black, interesting, wheel locks, premium carpet, illuminated door sill trim. And then you can change the interior trim. So from that Y material to look at that carbon fiber. And it's real, yeah, look at that real carbon fiber too. That's nice. It's cool. It's different. You can add wood in there. You can add a heated steering wheel. It's a sports steering wheel, all-season mats, first aid kit, sunshade. Look at that little trunk drawer. That's funny. Trunk tray. Definitely need to have that. Cargo hook, cargo net, engine block, heaters. All right, so we're taking a look at the pricing of your A-Spec. Starting MSRP is $50,400. Urban Gray Pearl, $600 for the paint color. And you're looking at $11.95 for destination handling. Total comes down to $52,195. So definitely comment below what you guys think. Today for me has been a long day. In the video, you probably see I can't pronounce things. I'm messing up. It's been a long day. But I'm excited I was able to get my hands on. Actually, I was able to get my hands on a majestic black A-Spec, but I really wanted to do the urban gray since it's a new color. I'm sure some people out there want to see what this looked like. So drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you like the TLX? Do you don't like it? Have you bought one? Have you bought a tech package? Bought Type S? Let's talk about it. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next walk around.